As a young man, this gentleman was just getting by, despite working 3 jobs and attending school part-time. In fact, he lived in a low-income housing and drove a car that was made before he was born. Then he read a book by Robert Kiyosaki and discovered residual income. The concept blew him away. When a man he respected told him how ACN offered the opportunity to make that residual income, he wanted to get involved. And by stepping outside of his comfort zone and challenging his own fears of speaking publicly, he quickly found success. He spends less time slaving at a job and more time with his faith and his family. Please help us promote to the position of Regional Vice President, Nekoda Bragg.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it. You guys, I'm so excited to be here. First of all, I want to thank the Lord, thy God and Savior. If it wasn't for him, I would not be here today, and I wouldn't understand what success was. Second of all, you guys, I want to thank these wonderful gentlemen over here for giving us a home and a place to call home for not only this generation, but the next generation to come in our family. So thank you, gentlemen. I greatly appreciate it. And last, I want to thank my team, you guys. Without my team, I wouldn't be here. Thanks for pushing forward and fighting for your financial freedom. Because of you guys, I'm here today. Thank you so much. As Mr. Provenzano said, you guys, 70 hours a week. I was in school part-time. I mean, I felt like I was losing my mind, waking up every day from the age 18 to 21 when I first came into this industry, and I literally didn't even know what having a life was. I'm the only brother that can't dance or play basketball because I had no life. But I tell you one thing, you guys, I tell you one thing. When I found out about an opportunity that offered residual income, I got started, you guys. I had a little network marketing experience in the past, and I call that the minor leagues for the major leagues, which is ACN. One of my defining moments, ladies and gentlemen, was one day I picked up my girlfriend, and I was working 70 hours a week at the time. I had the 3 jobs, and I thought I was doing good because everybody I would see says, Nekoda, you're doing great. And I really believed in it, and I bought in that idea, and I bought in that philosophy that I was doing good. But my car cost $400, and I bought it from the junkyard, and it had a wooden floor. It was a '69 Volkswagen Bug, and it leaked oil all over the place. I picked my girlfriend up once. We went to the movies. We drove around. We couldn't find parking. We seen a bum in the middle of the street, jumping up and down. And I looked at this guy. I'm like, oh, my gosh, does this guy want to get ran over? What is he doing in the middle of the street? Then finally, we kind of pulled up to him. She taps me on the shoulder. She says, just park. There's a parking spot over there. He wants to show you parking. And so I parked. This guy was bald on one side of his head. You don't go bald on one side of your head. I knew he had to have done that to himself. So I knew that this guy wasn't probably that friendly. So I hesitated getting out of the car, finally got out of the car, you guys, walked around there, and I started realizing all he wants is a little bit of change. That's all he wants. He was trying to look, make money. And so literally I jingled some change, maybe 14, 15 cents at the time. This is over 8 years ago. Jingled that change in my hand, walked around so he could hear it and made sure that I was making the change sound. And I looked at the guy, and before I gave him the change, I wanted to make sure I got my girlfriend out of the car, so I opened the car door up, and he kind of leaned forward, looked inside, wrinkled his eyes, and said, "Damn, brother, I ought to give you some change." And it's one thing getting clowned by a bum, but it's another doing that in front of your girlfriend. I'm in my early 20s looking at that, writing Post-it notes in the refrigerator to speak to my mother every single day. We lived in the same apartment, and we had to talk to each other through the refrigerator Post-it notes. And I had a problem with that, you guys. That's why I was working so hard to help my mother out. And when I saw an opportunity to where I could do that, and in this industry, and only this industry, was I able to, for her first time in her entire life, give her a home in her name where all she has to worry about are the utility bills. I can't begin to tell you guys, one day I went to the house and I was standing there on the carpet looking out the window thinking, oh my gosh, this is actually something. It's not about the money, it's about this. And looking out the window, seeing how close my mom was to the movie theater where she loves going to the movies, and I got so excited, and she just looked over at me, and I was smelling the aroma of the food that she was cooking, and then all of a sudden, she looks down, she says, "Boy, if you don't get those shoes off my carpet." I can't begin to tell you the feeling that came across my heart. My mentor, Al Thomas, was saying something last night, and he broke down in tears, you guys, and had me to where I couldn't even breathe standing in the back of the room. This is my reason why. These beautiful children, my wonderful fiance, and my beautiful mother, you guys, this is why that I'll push through any adversity to make this thing happen for my family.